but I couldn't enlarge the satin stitch without getting a needle penetration. So then I went and I tried number 8. No, number 9. That's more like it. 0.45. I made that 3. And I clicked back in here. No needle penetration. Okay. And I did another one. And I'm going to put this one under that one, because I want to be able to compare the two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this time I put the trace line, same as I had in the other, in the middle, but I haven't got that really wide dish effect. Now you can see where my loop back is out on this edge. It does actually look very nice down lower. Can you see that? Now, by playing around with my motif run line, I'd come up with a pile of stitches that could work as a buttonhole stitch, but they can only work on ovals and circles. They can't work on a shape that has sharp corners. So let me show you what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, sharp corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, sharp corner. 1, 2, 3, sharp corner. Coming down to a sharp corner, coming back, and look what, look what happens. You get foldovers. Because it's a motif run line, you can't control what happens on the corners. You can certainly try, but you'll always get this kind of effect on a sharp corner with a motif run line. So what I want you to do, because I could give you my motifs, but I want you to actually sit and play and use your run line tool, make a stitch, and consider where you're going to put the needle points. And also consider that they mustn't be below a certain length. I'll highlight that. I'm going to go into Object Details, Dimensions, and I'm going to tell that I want a height of, I'll say 4. And then 16 in there. And I think that's a little bit wide. It's going to give me 1.33 either side of my center line. And I think that's too wide, so I'm going to give that 2.4 and tell that OK. And then I'm going to line stitch until this 7mm. OK. There is my stitch. Highlight it and then go into embroidery. I'm going to put this into Xperry, Mags BH, OK, and then give it a center run. Mags BH has been created. Click on your motif run line. Go down into object details. Guess who forgot to click off first? Tell that undo. You must remember to click off every single time. Embroidery, make motif. Mags BH. OK. Yes. A teeny bit of daylight. Get in there. So I haven't got the screen up high enough. Mags BH has been created. Thank you. And give it a whirl. Check it is your stitch. Mags BH, there we go. Spacing 0.48. I'm going to knock that down to 0.45. And size, we'll make that 3. Click back in here. There it is. OK. And see how it's turned out. Now, I test stitched mine. And all the ones I tested, the machine sewed and only made a small little whimper about 1. And that was, I think it was this one, BH3. And if I show you in the photograph, there we go, BH3. Right. I had set the density for 4.4 and it didn't really enjoy doing this one. All the others it handled without a whimper and it stitched them smoothly and easily. Test stitch them before you actually use them in your cutwork design, or just use the plain satin stitch. But I intend using one of mine, and I hope you create yourself a motif run line that you can use as your buttonhole stitch for your cutwork design. They're not difficult. You do have to ask yourself, how do you make the shape at the bottom so you don't have a zillion needle points all in the same position ready to trip you up. And if I go to no hoop, you can see the needle penetrations. This one is nicely spaced all over. This one you can see they're a little bit packed. Where's the number 1 gone? Actually, I think this was the one that actually caused me grief. It didn't cause me grief, it didn't break any thread, it didn't do any damage to the machine. The machine was quite happy to stitch it. I just didn't feel the machine was as comfortable as it could have been. Yes, that is the first one, the BH... or was it this one? Yeah, BH3, it was this one, button hand 3. And that's the one where I have got an awful lot of needle penetrations. Very close on top of one another. Do you see these? 1, 2, 3. All the way around. And it was a very thin cording. This one, the cording was a little bit wide, but nonetheless I liked it. Let's have a quick look. I did like the effect of that one when it was stitched. And I'd got the double cording here. One there and one here. So I want you to play with them, and I want you to try and make your own. And this one I've got the double cording, and I've got the plaiting effect. And I'm quite pleased with that one. This one I particularly liked, but I didn't get the double cording. This one I wasn't too certain of, and I haven't tested this. And obviously I haven't tested this, because we've only just made them. So please go and have a play in your program, come up with some buttonhole stitches, test stitch them, see which give you the best results, and if you like them, use them in your cutwork designs, because you will be doing a proper tailored, no, not a proper tailored buttonhole, but you will be doing a facsimile of a tailored buttonhole, which is what the old cutwork users used to use, because it was a far stronger stitch, and it also had that nice ridge on it. Okay, this video has gone on forever and a day, so I'm going to finish this video here.